Okay, we're back. We just wanted to do an update with the rabbits just to kind of show you who's grown, who's had babies. This is Chloe. Chloe is a cross between a Californian and a New Zealand. We've added her to our breeding herd. She won't be ready for a couple, 3 months now, but she's grown out real nice. She looks good. She comes from a good mama that's nice and friendly and has good babies, so I think we'll do really great with her. I'm excited to see what she's going to do for us. In the cage beside her, let's slide over here. This is Katybug. Katybug's a white New Zealand. Katie's had a couple litters for us. Contemplating whether to keep any from her batches or not. She's got 2 in with her now. We've got, 5 more out in a growing pen. She has good litter. She's an excellent mom. She's a friendly, nice rabbit. The only problem we have with Katybug is she does tend to have allergies. When we breed her up towards the delivery time, we notice she sneezes. We notice when she pulls fur, she's got little dry patches on her skin. She doesn't bounce back as quickly after having her litters, and while she's feeding them, breastfeeding them while they're growing, she just doesn't bounce as well. So we haven't really decided if we're going to keep any of hers or not, because if she passes those allergies on. But once the babies are weaned and she's on her own again, she's fine. Allergies are gone, dry skin patches are gone, everything's gone. But then when we start the breeding process again, towards delivery time, she starts in again. But Katybug's been an awesome rabbit for us. And beside her is Banjo. Banjo is... Banjo! Hi, baby. Banjo's our buck. We just added him to our breeding program, I don't know, maybe a month or 2 ago, tops. He's a heavy broken red. He's a really good looking guy, nice round quarters, good, just a good looking rabbit. We don't know if he's produces good babies yet because we've bred, but we haven't had any deliver yet. So we're kind of anxious to see what we're going to get when we breed with him. And next to him, let me open the cage here so you can see, this is our Mr. Big. Mr. Big is a Californian. He's an awesome rabbit. Very friendly, loves to be petted, loves attention. He's a good breeding rabbit. He makes wonderful babies. He's pedigreed. He's just awesome. He's one of my favorites. I have a few favorite boys, and Mr. Big is one of them. I love his nice round stocky head. I think that's awesome. Okay, and we'll slide over here. This is a baby that we got from breeding our New Zealand Red, Noel. She had a litter of babies, and she does really well with her babies. As you can see, this one's growing out real nice. We're probably going to keep her for breeding, put her in our breeding program, just because her mama's so good. We're hoping that she's got those genetics. She does have a little bit of nest box eye still. We switched what we're using in the nest boxes to hopefully remedy that, because we've had some of it going around. But we'll see in the times to come what gets better and what doesn't. She's really curious. And this is Ziggy. Ziggy, I'm not sure what Ziggy is. Mama, we think maybe a touch of a French spot or something like that. Her mama was an impulse buy at an auction because she was so darn cute. We bred her, and she had beautiful babies. Mama's name is Charlie, and it's because if you notice the colorings on Ziggy, very light reds here and there. Less than 10% of her body has color to it, so that's considered a Charlie. Ziggy's going to be going to Indiana in a month or two to live with my grandson because she's a very friendly rabbit, and pet quality here because she's not a specific breed. Okay, now over here, oh, we got a baby out.
See the one under there eating?
Yep, there's one tucked right under her trying to get food while Mama's eating. When that's not her baby either. See how it's white and we've got white babies in the box? Rosie's babies are the dark collared babies. We lost our male Dutch. He had wry neck. That was the first time we'd ever experienced that in our rabbitry. And we lost him, so we bred her with our smallest breeding buck, which was our New Zealand white. And this is what we got. We got gray babies, the same color as Mom. One has a slight little white ring around its neck, but nothing like a Dutch would have. Then we had to foster her some more babies since she's such a great mom, because we had one of our New Zealand whites, Sophia, just came in one day, a couple days after she gave birth, and she was dead. Don't know why. She looked good. Everything looked healthy. We're not sure what happened. So we had to foster those babies out, and Rosie got 4 of them because she is such a good mom, and she had babies about the same age, so it worked out really well. And this is Charlie. This is Ziggy's mom. Charlie was an impulse buy. I fell in love with her when we got her at auction. She's tiny. She was a little itsy bitsy, and I just loved her. That was before I knew what my rabbit breeds were and knew what we were building our rabbitry on. But anyway, so she just gave birth. This will be day 2 for these little things. We bred her with our New Zealand white. Because she's a smaller rabbit, we wanted to go with a smaller male to make sure she did okay. She is a wonderful mom. This is her 2nd litter ever. And she has brokens. She's got beautiful broken babies. She's got 4 of them. Let me see if I can pull a bigger one out right here. They're just beautiful babies. Absolutely beautiful babies. So she's got 4 of those brokens, and she's got 4 of the solids. And as you can see, she pulls enough hair for 2 or 3 boxes. She is an excellent mom. Makes sure babies are warm. She keeps them fed. She's protective of them, but she lets us handle them. She doesn't mind. Very good rabbit. Very impressed with her. And that's probably why Michael lets me keep her, because she's such a good mom. Otherwise, we wouldn't really have a need for her. So we'll go over here. These are our grow out pins. These 2, there was a whole bunch in here, and we've slowly thinned them out, but these are the 2 that are left. And we haven't quite decided if we're going to keep them, put them in the breeding program or not. We're trying to be a little more selective with our breeding program so that we can get what we need. But these guys are growing out nicely. I'm trying to get them to move because I'd really like you to see them. Beautiful long ears, nice white coat. We haven't named them or anything because we don't know what we're going to do with them yet. But until then, till we figure it out, they'll be here taking up a little space. Okay, we'll go down here. And this is one of the newest ones we got to. She's not breeding age yet. And I'm not even remembering. She's Willow. Okay. So we haven't got to breed her yet. I think Michael said, what, May?
May the 4th, I think it is.
Yeah, in May we'll be able to breed her and see how she does. She's a pretty decent looking rabbit. Okay, this girl came. This girl came from one of our breeding does, Dottie. Dottie's a broken New Zealand, and I adore Dottie. Dottie likes to give kisses. She's a good mama. She raises good babies, and this was just a beautiful broken that she gave us, so we're going to keep her for breeding stock. We named her Cinder. I love her dark nose, her butterfly nose. She's got a good one. Okay, now we'll go up here. We'll go up here to Urana. And look at her and all her babies. There's so many babies. So as you can see, they're very friendly. Her babies aren't afraid. They're very nice. We got her. She's a cow. This is what, litter 2?
Yeah.
Second litter with her. She's a pretty good mom. She's done...
The one's right behind you that you just showed us out of her.
Okay. So she's a really pretty good mom. We haven't had many problems with her. Babies do fine. We were worried with this litter. There's a few that are very tiny compared to the others, but there's so many of them. I was impressed, like this one back here. It is still so tiny. It's like half the size of the others. But you got to think of the litter size. She had so many. She had so many to feed.
She had 13 and we called one.
Yeah, one of them wasn't doing real well, so we took care of that. But the others did well, and as you can see, only one has the grayish collar that got cold, but they'll grow out of that. She's done really well. Okay. This is my American chinchilla. I love the American chinchillas. They're beautiful rabbits. Very nosy, very inquisitive. We have some of her babies out in a growing pen because she had several and it was getting pretty crowded in here. And we always try to leave, just recently we started trying to leave a couple in with them when we wean. That way it helps slow down their milk production and help get rid of the milk that's already there so that we don't have to worry about any type of mastitis or issues like that. She's a pretty good mom and she has some beautiful babies. She does well. We've bred her with the white New Zealand and beautiful babies. They grow out fast. Her name is Edie. Okay, in this cage, this is Oreo. Oreo grunts at us. She doesn't like us messing in her box. We can do it, but she protests quite a bit. As you can see, she's got lots of babies. Now the black and white brokens, the heavy brokens, are her babies. And the white ones are babies that we fostered to her. We had to foster those babies that the mama just died unexpectedly. So she got some of them because she had babies around the same age. And I wasn't sure how she was going to do because she's so finicky with us. But she took them right in and she's fed them and they're growing nicely. So she's a good mama. She makes good babies. But she just don't like to be messed with. I wish I could change that about her. Now here's my favorite. This is my Dottie. Dottie is wonderful. She's friendly. She loves to come up and climb up on you. She loves to give you kisses. Dottie had her last litter. She only had one baby, which was surprising because the litter before she did so well. So the one that she had, I don't see him out. Nope. I guess it is that one right there. It's the one with the most white in it. Right over here. That's her baby. We were worried with one baby. He was growing so fast, getting so fat. We went ahead and we had an issue with another mama. So we went ahead and gave her more babies. And it slowed down her one baby's growth. I was afraid he'd be so fat he wouldn't be able to walk. There'd be leg issues. Because she was just such a good mom. She was feeding him way too much. But adding other babies helped. And we got her all taken care of. I love my babies. Okay, and this is Noel. Noel is our red New Zealand. This is actually the rabbit my daughter wanted. And so we got her, and yeah, she is pretty. She is pretty. It's like when you get the camera out, they get really timid. I'm not sure why. But usually she'll come up, she'll follow you around, want to know what you're doing, jump on the cage. Good mama, she does really well. Her baby we showed you earlier, we're probably going to keep her baby for breeding. Okay, this is another grow out pen. We have 3 New Zealands in here. 2 are very, very heavy, broken, one's black. Definitely probably going to process these. Because after all, that's what we started this for, was for meat. So, yeah, we're just growing them out. This over here, this is Fiona. Fiona is a Californian we just got. She was proven when we got her. She had a litter for us, but I gotta tell you, she has struggled with this litter. She actually had 10 to start with. We're down to 3. We had some, I don't think Fiona produced enough milk for all of her babies, and they struggled. They were growing, but they weren't really picking up weight, but they weren't really starving either. But they weren't getting enough to stay strong enough to get through. So,
She's
yeah.
strike one.
Yeah. Not real impressed. She's a good mom. She feeds them. She had a nice nest box. I just hope that we can get past this producing milk issue. Okay. Sorry for the bad camera work. This is Big Red. He is one of our breeding bucks. Red New Zealand, obviously. Very nosy. Very wanting to get in our face, always be petted. Good body type. He's not show quality, but when you're looking for meat for the freezer, this boy can produce them with the long body, the long back, the round hump, back end on him. He's just an overall good rabbit. Okay. And this is Peter. Peter's our New Zealand white. He's a good breeder rabbit. He likes to make babies. He's very good at it. He's not as big as the other boys, but we need that for the rabbits that tend to be a little smaller. We want to make sure that we don't hurt them with having litters, so he works out well for that. Okay, our newest addition. We've only had him a short time. This is Smokey Joe. He is American chinchilla buck. He's pedigreed. He likes the girls. He struggles sometimes to figure out what to do with them, but he does like to try. We have bred him a few times, so I'm anxious to see. We bred him with the chinchilla to get purebred, so I'm anxious to see how he does making a litter. Okay, now these rabbits are a mix between a Triantra and what we breed her with, Michael?
New Zealand white.
Okay, New Zealand white. So what we're going to do with these guys, they're not real good meat rabbits, and I haven't really taken them to sell or anything. We've kind of hung on to them because we want to try something here. We have chicken tractors, so what we want to do is try building a rabbit tractor. We're in the process of that now. And we want to put these guys outside in the rabbit tractor and see how well they do. We've been feeding them grass every day, a little bit in the beginning, a little more each day to get them used to the outside vegetation, because all my rabbits have been on a pretty strict diet, so they've eaten all their grass today that we gave them. And so far we haven't seen any issues. So once the rabbit tractor is built, we'll get them in there and we'll give you an update and let you know how that goes. Okay guys, so these are the baby Dutch. We have 4. This was the litter that was born, and then afterwards we lost the daddy. So we had pedigree mom, pedigree dad, and Well, we lost the dad, and I'm not going to pursue. I don't think I really want to pursue breeding Dutch, purebred Dutch, but they are beautiful. We have these 4 guys. They're all boys. We're going to work on trying to find homes for them, see what we can do with them. My granddaughter wants to keep one because my 6-year-old granddaughter loves the Dutches. I'm not sure why. Probably because they're more pet, and she does know the difference between pet and meat rabbits. So we'll move on. Okay, these are the ones that were growing out that were inside there. Ooh, look at them. Huh. Let's get a close-up of them. White New Zealands. I don't know why, because the whites are very plain Jane. I love the whites. I think I just love that they are so perfect, so snowball white, with the beautiful pink ears and eyes. They're just so cute. So that's one. That's another grow out pin. We got to grow them to between 4 and 5 pounds is what we want to grow them out to. Okay, and here we have some chinchillas. We have a couple of the chinchilla mix, and then we have New Zealand broken and blacks. Yeah, they're still pretty young. We got a ways to go for growing them out, but they're good looking rabbits. That's the hard part of doing this. Picking your breeding stock, you know, who's going to be in your program, who's not, because they're all beautiful. They're just all beautiful rabbits, and it's hard to choose. And so I'm trying to, in my mind, try to stay standardized. Michael knows what we need and what we want, but Michael lets me try to figure things out, and sometimes I don't make the best decisions because I decide with my heart, not my head. Okay, we'll turn around here and we'll look at some more chinchillas that were bred with the white New Zealand. See, they're just so beautiful. They turned out really well. I like the chinchilla look. I like the shape of the head. I love the coloring of the eyes, the gray eyes. They're just beautiful. So these guys are even younger. They've got a little distance to go to get some weight on them to even think about processing. So those were the boys, and these are the girl chinchillas. We had 8. We had 8 boys, 8 girls, and then we left 2 in. So, yeah, we put the
4 boys and 4 girls.
4 boys and 4 girls. I'm sorry. We had 8 out here growing, 4 boys, 4 girls, and 2 still left with Mom. It's a hard decision to make because they're so pretty. Okay, well, that's all of our lovely bunnies. We'll give you an update at a later time. We'll definitely give you an update when we get the tractor ready. I don't know if you can see this. I figured I'd show you. This is Mama with her babies. We let her hatch out. This is my frizzle, Bantam. And we just let her go ahead and hatch them eggs out because she went so broody on us. And we've got her under here kind of protected. She's moving a lot. I just love watching Mama and babies run around. There's a little one. Ah! They just go everywhere. They're fun to watch. So we finally got them out of the corner, out of that quiet place, and they're out here and they're just running everywhere. They're enjoying life. Okay, well, you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Bye.